Okay guys, so today's video is about emotional intelligence. So of course I'm going to be going over why it's important, what to do, and my personal experience when it comes to developing emotional intelligence. Okay, so a good way to start developing your emotional intelligence is one, watching YouTube videos about it, how to be self-controlling of your emotions, how to identify people's emotions. A good video that I have watched that helps me in my sales, helps me just overall, is this one video. I don't know exactly who it's by, but it's called The 6 Human Needs or Emotions, something like that, something by the lines of it. Those help you identify why everybody's coming off of whatever. You will be able to help identify everybody's needs, and no matter what they're talking about, because if they're talking to you, they either need some type of connection. If they're angry, they need some type of maybe commitment or whatever it's called when it comes to it. My bad, I don't remember exactly right now all the 6 emotions, but I do know it does help me identify what people need when it comes to the sales, when it comes into anything, any aspect of my life. It helps me identify what people need, and then that leads into their emotions, how they feel, why do they feel this way, what do they need, what do they want, and yeah, it just helps you all overall in general. When helps you overall in general understand people. And then I also read books on like psychology. Really shout out the books that I be watching. Okay, so what you could do to start developing your emotional intelligence is one, watching videos, reading books, and actually practicing it throughout your day. So watching videos, a couple videos that you guys could watch is just some normal psychology videos. One that I recommend is The 6 Human Needs. Another one that I recommend, hold on, let me think real quick. I can't really think about it exactly at this moment, but I do know it's something with psychology and leadership, and it has to do with your body language, your tonality, and all the those videos. Yeah, even though it's about body language, all those that I've spoken in the past, those videos go more in depth in the emotional aspect and really help you identify why you do what you need to do to claim authority, to get emotional, and to get into other people's emotions. Reading books, the books that I read that help develop my emotional intelligence has been the Robert Greene books. They're psychology books, and they help me in my sales journey, like identify why people do what they do, why they want to do it, how to stay away from some people, and just overall has improved my psychology aspect when it comes into sales or any aspect of my life. I've been able to identify a lot of things. One of my biggest key takeaways from the book of the 48 Laws of Power was kind of the art of detachment. Also, my mentor talked about it a little bit, but I really identified it in the 48 Laws of Power. I'm trying to remember exactly what the quote exactly was. It was like something along the lines of, "Oh, don't take nothing personal. Like, people do things for emotional based reasons, so don't take nothing personal." Like, that one helped me out a lot when it does come to sales or comes with anything overall in general. Like, if a girl ghosts you or whatever, it's not because you did something wrong or you did something bad. No, it's because something emotional happened on her side. Another thing, just daily practice. Like I said, when it does come to daily practice, you have to just identify it with one in yourself, realizing, why am I feeling this way, how can I improve my mood, oh, what exactly led up to this moment, to this feeling, and then just identifying it too in other people. Like I said, when it does come to like girls, or it comes to guys, or it comes to your family members, or it comes to literally anybody, their emotions come from a need, and come from a want, and come from a reason. You have to help identify these so you're able to help control that situation and also be detached from that situation. Now let's get into my personal experience. Okay, so my personal experience when it comes to emotional intelligence, yeah, at first, of course, I wasn't the best at emotional intelligence. I was actually very lack of empathy, lack of all these characteristics when it comes to being well emotionally intelligent. I was lacking a lot of it. But once I started reading books, watching videos on it, getting more into the psychology aspect, that's when I started to inquire more and learn more about things like that. And it really helped me. Like, it helps me get emotional with people, understand their emotions, control the situations by staying neutral, and just overall has improved my journey within everything when it comes to my relationships with people. Now I'm able to stay neutral no matter what harsh things they say, what harsh actions they do, or whatever they do. It doesn't affect me anymore. And in myself too, I deal with a lot of rejection, but I detach. Most of the time, these people are coming off of anger because they're not at the place they want to be at, and they can't accept the fact. That's a lot of the thing. That's a lot of the times that happens when it does come into my cells. And also, it just helped me all overall in general with myself personally, because there was a point where I wasn't good emotionally. I didn't understand my emotions. I was always living in frustration, anger, happiness, back to anger, back to sadness, back to anger, back to happiness, back to sadness, just bouncing overall. But now I'm more in a neutral state. I'm in a better state of vibration. Why? Because I took the action to get more emotionally intelligent. Well, that's pretty much it for my experience. Nothing too much today. Well, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.